Hi guys, welcome to this video. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Kinga de Wit. I'm founder of Wellness in Mind International Holistic Wellness Coaching, and I basically help men and women to live a happy, healthy, vibrant life. And I do that by teaching them how to be truly themselves, to be the authentic selves, their beautiful selves that they can be, because I truly believe that we can only be happy by accepting ourselves, bringing forth our uniqueness to the world, and also accepting and embracing all of life and this whole experience, this whole journey we are all on. So this is what I do, and this video is in the light of our Making Choices week on Facebook. And I don't know exactly what this video is gonna be about, so please bear with me. I started thinking that, in order to change anything in your life and make choices and decisions to actually change things, you first need to know what you want, right? And I started thinking about weight loss, because that has been an issue in my life for years and years and years. And I very consciously don't call myself a weight loss coach, even though I know all about it. I know the theory of exercise, food. I'm an expert on different diets, and I know all about what is good for you and what isn't, and the mindset that accompanies it. But the problem is that, well, I'm clearly a little bit overweight, so it's not very, believable that I'm a weight loss coach, right? But that's not the only thing. I truly don't believe that weight is such an important issue, because there are people who feel better when they're thin, other people that feel great when they're a little bit overweight. Most people don't feel good, don't feel energized enough and don't feel about themselves when they're really obese, and in most cases it's not good for your health. But there are people who are really, really heavy and are really rocking it, and they are, absolutely healthy. So how much you weigh is of non-importance to me. It's not a factor in leading a healthy, happy, vibrant life. So I do call myself, it's one of my labels, a vitality coach. And that's not because I'm always energized and I don't always feel vital. And that's because I'm a human being. So there are so many distractions in life and so many responsibilities and to-dos, and I can be lazy at times even. So a lot of things are going on in each of our lives that prevent us from doing the things that we know are good for us, okay? And ultimately that also is a choice. So I know very well why I sometimes don't feel as vital as I could, and what I've been doing or what's been happening on an emotional or stress level that's been wearing me down. So I know that, but I don't always choose to go in the direction of health and vitality. So I am an expert on vitality though, because I'm not only highly educated in that area, but I'm also an expert because of my own experiences with the lack of vitality, right? And that started when I was about, I believe, 14 years of age, and I had chronic fatigue. And I wasn't diagnosed with ME or something like that, but I was tired all the time, and there was absolutely no reason for it. I was healthy, I slept enough, I didn't go out, I didn't use any alcohol or such things. So it really was inexplicable why I felt so tired. And this went on for years until my mother took me to a holistic doctor, a nature based doctor, who examined me and found that I had candida overgrowth in my body. And it's a form of fungus we all have in our bloodstream, but when it's too much, it prevents the blood flow from flowing freely, and then you get tired from that. So I got treated for that condition. I healed myself from it completely years after discovering I had it, and that's not an issue anymore. But it did spiral me down into well, not spiral me down into things, but it was the stepping stone for me to dive deeper into the issue of vitality. And this was my first experience of food being very, very important in our vitality and for our health, really. So I've read tons of books about it, articles. I'm a how do you call it, a food therapist. So I've learned all kinds of things to help people to be less tired, to have more vitality, to address all kinds of issues through food. So I see food as the basis for your body to do its work. Your body needs to function properly and can heal itself, and it can do all those wonderful things for you if you just give it enough fuel. And what enough fuel is, and what kind of fuel you should use, that's different for everybody. And I mean that also literally. Everybody is different. So I don't believe in one diet fits all. So when you come to me with problems, with issues regarding your health and vitality, we also close in on your specific body type, your dosha type, your allergies, all kinds of things, to make sure that we give you the proper advice, or come with the proper advice for your body at that time. Okay? So again, this video is supposed to be about making choices, and vitality is absolutely one of them. And more importantly, I believe that feeling exhausted all the time is not natural. It is an issue, something to be addressed. And there are so many people who go to doctors and that are sent off with, you have to learn to live with it, and then they don't even think about other possibilities because it's too complicated. It's too frustrating for regular doctors to really dive in the chronic and complex issues that people have. Normal doctors are great for acute disease or acute problems. When you have a heart attack, for instance, they're great at it. When you have burned skin or something else is going on that needs immediate attention, they are great at that. But the chronic issues, the complex issues, they just don't have the time, the knowledge, the interest in them. And that's the majority of problems that people experience. Okay? So I feel it's really important to dive in the underlying issues of illnesses, especially, something like vitality and feeling exhausted all the time, because it's not normal. There is something wrong. There is a block or a limitation on physical level, on an emotional level, or on a spiritual or a mindset level, you had either too much stress or not the right things to eat, maybe all of the above. You know, it's a complex issue, so it needs to be addressed from all angles. And that is what I do. You know, I look at all those areas of life. And that's why I'm a holistic wellness coach. Okay, so I see you in the totality of you, including your environment, your aspirations, your dreams, where you're at in your life right now. So I really want to promote that kind of thinking also by doctors. And I know that more and more doctors are embracing this form of healthcare, because what traditional doctors mainly do is just symptom reduction. You wouldn't believe how many times I asked my doctor, one of them, why I had some kind of issue, and they couldn't tell me. Well, it's just bad luck, or it sometimes happens, or normally it only happens to older people or to men or whatever, but now it sadly happened to you. Well, that's not an explanation. And if you don't get to the root cause of that problem, who's to say it won't come back? What can I do? That's my main concern. What can I do to prevent those kind of issues in the future? Well, I was never satisfied with those kind of answers from my doctors, and I went further and further and further, and I learned all about different things and from different angles. So I know now I can examine myself from a spiritual or psycho-emotional point of view to figure out why this ailment is happening in my life right now. And when you're tired all the time, when your vitality is at stake here, there's a reason for that. Okay, because not everybody who has stress and eats bad food and, you know, doesn't live the life they want has this kind of issue. It's very specific for you at this moment. Okay, and when you get to the root cause of that problem, sometimes it gets resolved. Other times you learn from it, and it takes time, you know, but you can use it as a form of healing and learning for yourself. So that is what I'm promoting. You know, I cannot cure anybody. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a physician or something like that. So I don't cure or heal people. I teach them how to do that themselves as the best that they can. But life doesn't come with guarantees. It's like when you go to a doctor with a heart attack, you don't know if you're going to survive either, right? There are no guarantees in life. But to me, it's really interesting to know why something happens in my life. Why, you know, I have a toothache or some thing here on my face that tells me something. It's valuable information. So I want to invite you to think about that. If you find this really interesting and you want to, you know, get to know yourself better on that level, you know, let's have a talk, find out what I can do for you. Maybe we can even work together. And I would really love, you know, to heal the world, basically. I mean, we all have it in us. We've just forgotten it. It's not the popular thing to do because, you know, it costs way less if people are healthy, right? Healthcare thrives on our ignorance and not being aware of the potential that we have inside of us. That's just a fact. That's the way it is. So please do this for yourself. Make a choice to make your life better in any way you can. First, by embracing it for what it is. Acceptance of the situation that you're going through right now is the first step. It's not giving up, it's not giving in. It's the first step. Okay, thank you so much for your attention, and if you like this video, please share it with your friends. And if you'd like to know more about what I do and what you can expect of working with me, please visit my site. It's getyourwellnessbreakthrough.com, and we can always schedule an appointment. We can have a free discovery session where we can explore different areas of your life and what could be the matter, you know, what is going wrong maybe, for you to better understand what is going on in your life and in your body. And if you already know that you would want to work with me, please give me a call or an email and we'll figure something out. Okay? Have a wonderful day, everybody, and I'll see you in the next video.